Yeah. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
We're going to set. 41's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check. Crunch. 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 Red 80. Hello, 80. Alert 3. Red 80. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Set.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Spins past it. Caught here by Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Michael, side. 55. Michael, yellow lady. Here we go. Switch.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Real side. We've got to wedge that out. Red 82. Check 99. Check 99. Red 80.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold. He's going to look deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
54 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Red 80. Check 49. Check 49. 80. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Protein spill. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Ready, set, right. 50 seconds to mine. I got one.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second down, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man left. We got 4. We got 4.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the set. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Haskins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34.
Well, no Texans start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
6 man.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. Watch time, young lady. Tight end. 3 down. Watch safety creeping.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
We won it. Come to my school. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Man, Eddie. Check safety.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and a couple. Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. It's a big run that time by Bell. 59 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Bang, bang, bang. Slam, slam,
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check. Hey, Charlie.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
On the ground, it's Eckler. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Safarian Jenkins has it. A gain of 32 that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. But now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now Eckler. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Ready? 53, check 53. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Haskins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Number 53, line 53. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Get ready.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Joker. He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Pick that.
Again, it's Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a jet 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Haskins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
SOS. Check 43. Check. Hey, 80. He's checking. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23.
Check 24.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yo, 80. 3 bud. Wide, get that.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 26. Hey, 80. Check 24. Shit.
Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL. It's on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. New Mike 52, Mike 52. 80. Watch the curl, watch the curls. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Haskins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We go sack. 41 Mike. Not here. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Lady. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 41. Lady.
Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Barnes. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing that they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Go, Sack. 41's the mic. Yo. Red 80. Under crunch. Check. Lucky. Red 80. Go 80. Jim.
Faking the give, Darnold. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Red 80. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Texans 35, Jets 38.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Texans.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So